Okay. Ooh, stream health is good for once. Not anymore. Back on again. Why is that cropped? Oh. That's fine. Cool. So this is another stream of me editing the Kiddies Sangat video. I'm just gonna start firing up Davinci Resolve and we can get started. Cool. Where is that? Okay. Let's whack up the brightness here, I can't see anything. Alright, what's going on here? Yeah, I am. Can you hear the fans that loud? Jesus. Might have to drop the mic gain on that. I've got the like late 2018 MacBook Pro. The first one that they had i9 and 32 gig RAM. Went full whack and screwing because now recently they've released the an updated version which has better cooling, so I'm absolutely fuming about that. Yeah, hopefully that's a bit better. But yeah, so cool. I got mine late, like so. I think it's September, October last year. So as soon as they announced the new MacBook Pros with i9 and 32 gig RAM, I was waiting for the RAM, and I got the highest possible spec. Apart from the hard drive, I got for 512 gig. And yeah, man, I was happy at the time, and it still is good. This can handle way better than my 2015 MacBook Pro, but the fans do go crazy, and looking at all the benchmarks and stuff that I've seen out there on YouTube, this doesn't actually perform that much better than the i7, which is annoying. That's just down to the cooling system. Anyway, I'm gonna watch this video again because I forgot where it was.
So my name is Preet Kamalkar, and a group of us have been running Kiddies Sangat for 6 years now. I have two little girls, they're a little bit older now, so we've been doing it since my little one was born, so she is 6 now.
It's always been quite a relaxed group in terms of you can sort of come into the sessions, you can take part in the sessions, you can get involved. If you don't want to get involved, you can just basically bring your kids and just go through the session. There's other parents that have started running sessions as well, so it was never that it was our thing to run. It was always that it's more of a community effort, more of a community sort of enterprise, where if we're not there to run a session, then someone else picks it up, and now it has become that.
Kids have been able to see me run it, and they want to get involved. They want to take part in actually running it and talking, and that's a very good thing for them as well, because it helps build their confidence. It helps them get experience talking in front of people. So it's a very positive thing as well to run it as well.
Okay. Yeah, I was considering going back to Apple and say like, just give me the new one. But I don't know. They keep. I tried chatting to their support and they were like, oh yeah, and you just need to reset this and your calling will be better and this and that, blah blah blah. So they just tried to fob me off. Okay, this one's gonna be hard.
So it's a very positive thing as well to run it as well.
I wonder how long this should be. I've got good footage from 2 other interviews. Let's get a couple in. Let's get this guy in.
They do. I mean, they've made friends. They get to, they like the activities. They get to, whether it's playing with some of the toys or they get to do some of the arts and crafts things, which they really enjoy. And it's lovely to see at home. They've got like a collection of all the different things they've made. It's connected to what they're learning on that particular session.
Thanks for the tip there, Matt. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch the tutorials from Black Magic. Color grading is hard, just full stop, is hard. And I'm not an expert in any sense. Literally, I've shot this in a flat profile, but the most I'll do is probably just get the contrast and get the levels right, and then just a little bit of saturation, and that's it. I don't know. I might try a stylized look. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, just like warm tones because it's meant to be like a kiddies like charity thing. But yeah, I'll check those out, mate. Cheers.
Groups or certain stories related to the gurus, and slowly but surely, I've definitely seen they enjoy learning about our history, and what's important about our faith, and it just slowly seeps into their head. But they're picking it up without knowing, and that's the great thing about it,
You've also ran a few sessions yourself. So can you just speak a little bit more about other parents getting involved and running sessions?
I certainly find that it's very open. It's not any one's organisation. It definitely feels like it's like a community, and all the parents are free to give their input, whether good, bad, what they would like covered. I think nearly every parent has done.
Oh yeah, mate, definitely. And yeah, don't worry about the tangent. That's fine. That's why I'm here, mate. Definitely 2 years. When I got back into contracting, so I had a perm job for 5 years, but in 2016 I went back into contracting, and at that point I'd only been doing React for about a year, and my first contract wasn't React heavy anyway. It was more JavaScript, because there was still agencies out there just using vanilla JS and other JS libraries apart from React. But I think when I started getting more React contracting roles, I had probably been working on it for about a year and a half, 2 years. So 2 to 3 years experience is good. I think the main thing is if you're good at JavaScript, it doesn't really matter that much, because that was my thing. I was, I've been doing JavaScript for how many years now? Over 10 years, about 12, 13 years. I've been a JavaScript developer, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. When you've got that sort of behind you, learning a new framework, picking it up, doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. Obviously it helps, but if you can show your work or show your understanding of it, then you're fine.
A session or so, it's not scary. There's plenty of support and help, no, I've never found it an issue. There's so much information out there. That is definitely doable. If you can get 3-month contracts, that's ideal. Contracts roles vary obviously. I don't really bother too much about the length of it, but I actually go for I like going for 6-month contracts, just because at the end of 6 months you can do some real, give real value. 3 months, it's okay, you could do a lot in 3 months, but it's usually that's MVP levels if it's a new project. But you can definitely do that. You may have to live a bit more humbly, but that sounds good. I'm trying to balance both. Obviously, you might notice that my actual YouTube videos have drastically decreased, my uploads. That's why I'm doing these live streams, because I thought I'm working in the evenings anyway, on videos and other stuff, so I may as well just stream it and talk, add commentary while I'm working on the things that I do. At least then I'm putting out some content that might help someone. That's doable. That is doable. The hard bit is sometimes just making it really nice and simple for the kids to understand. But again, it's such a great way for us to learn things ourselves.
Okay. So can you describe a typical session? What do you do? What do the kids do?
So typical session, we'll arrive at about 10:30. For 40-50 minutes, they just get to play with other kids. So there's a huge selection of toys. It's a very, very open area.
I like that bit.
We'll arrive at about 10:30. So typical session, we'll arrive at about 10:30. For 40-50 minutes, they just get to play with other kids. So there's a huge selection of toys. It's a very, very open area, a bit like a nursery club, really. So there's a different selection of toys for, whether you've got babies, toddlers, slightly older kids. There'll be an arts and crafts table set up as well, which is really interesting, and they can be, cutting, drawing, colouring, gluing, just making some creative bits and pieces for them to take home at the end of the session, which is quite nice. That will then be followed by a little bit of Simran, a little bit of some prayers, just for a few minutes, and then it might be one of the parents talking about a particular topic that might be connected to what's going on in that calendar month. Like I said, it could be a Gurpurab, it could be Vaisakhi, Diwali, stuff like that, and just talking about some of the main points, getting the kids involved, kind of talking or answering questions and things, then the session will finish with a bit of food, a bit of langar, that the kids always enjoy. And yeah, that's basically it. Be normally done by around 12:30.
Okay, that is a good one. A day with Kiddies Sangat. Oh, we're gonna chop that one up nicely.
It helps them get experience talking in front of people. So it's a very positive thing as well to run it as well.
So typical session, we'll write at about 10:30. Before
The audio on this one is so low. I think oh, what's going on here? There we go. I mean, with the tax, with the tax rates, I mean, what as I recommend, like, you know, if you're contracting, then get a limited company set up. With limited companies, you have 20% is your corporation tax. That's obviously tax on any profits. Then you've got then two types of income tax, which, well, you've got your income tax, whatever you pay yourself as a salary, and then you've got dividend tax. So, I mean, you definitely need to confirm this with an accountant properly. I'm just going to tell you what I remember, but the rates here are, you have to, if you pay yourself like a minimum wage, so you set up PAYE, which is pay as you earn, and you pay yourself there on a minimum wage, you'll have to contribute a bit to national insurance, but you pay a little bit of tax on that. It's going to be less than 20%, if I remember correctly. Much less. You might not even pay any tax if you pay yourself low enough. And then you take the rest out as dividends, and your dividend tax, so the tax brackets, the brackets haven't changed, but I think the amounts have. I think up to £5,000 a year on dividends taken out, there's zero tax. Then the next bracket is 5,000 to like 30 or maybe 40, around 40k. Dividends on that is 7.5%, if I can remember, tax on that. So you just got to kind of balance it, you know, pay yourself, take money out. The way to get, that's two ways to get money. So you pay yourself a salary on PAYE, and you take some out as dividends, and that can make up your monthly income. And the tax works differently for each type, but I mean, roughly overall, I think you pay about somewhere between 20 and 30% tax. I'll just say just count it roughly as 30% tax, and then you should have a decent rough figure of what you'll get. But yeah, it really is up to you. This is why I kind of, again, like contracting, because you control your money. You know, I can decide to pay myself a high salary, contribute to NI, pay tax properly. Yeah, you do kind of get taxed twice. You do get taxed twice. You get the corporate tax, and then you get the personal income tax. So yeah, you do get taxed twice. But yeah, your if you pay yourself a salary, that goes as a cost in the business, so that offsets your profit. And there may be other costs that you have. So any business costs, your accounting costs, your travel, your equipment, your laptop, any software licenses, all that kind of thing. You put that as cost in the business, and you lower your profit on the business, and that can help with the corporation tax. But yeah, you definitely need an accountant to help you with this, because it is quite complex. Okay, I think I've rinsed out these other clips. These ones are all rinsed out. I put a face paint one in already. I don't think I have. Slap one in here.
It's a very positive thing as well to run it as well.
There's got to be a better way of doing audio ducking in Davinci, man. I'm gonna do a quick search on that now. Sweet. Cheers for the tip.
What's up, everyone? My name is Jay Yudlowski. Welcome to the channel. Today, I actually wanted to get into a little bit of video editing. Specifically, I wanted to talk about audio ducking in Davinci Resolve. It's pretty easy to do, and then you don't have to worry about trying to change your audio levels when you're playing music underneath talking. So, let's get into the video. Alright, so before we got started with the tutorial, I thought it would be a good idea to talk a little bit about what is audio ducking. So audio ducking is when, let's say you have a music track playing on your video, and then you have somebody speaking above the music track, or somebody speaking while the music's playing. You want that music to duck down and be not as loud so that you can clearly understand what the person is saying. So there's a bunch of different ways you could do this. The long way and the harder way is to actually manually go in and set keyframes and lower your music around the audio tracks of people talking. But there's an easier way that you can do it with Davinci Resolve and just let the Resolve actually do all the ducking for you. So let's go over to the computer, we'll check it out, and learn how to duck the audio in Davinci Resolve. Super easy. Here we are in Davinci Resolve, and I've already gone ahead and put a video clip of myself talking into the timeline. I've also already put in a music track into the timeline below the audio of me talking. So let's jump down to the timeline here in Resolve and take a look. The first thing I want to do is play through this so that you can hear what it sounds like with the music.
Cheers,
and the
I'll check
audio
that
of
out.
me talking at the same level. So let's go ahead and do that. So we need a little bit of talking head stuff here, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about photography here. Shooting on a Canon Mark IV right now. I also have a Canon 60D that I use for. Okay, so you get the idea. It's hard to hear my audio talking, and the music is pretty loud over the talking. So here's how we're going to have Resolve automatically duck the audio for us. The first thing we need to do is jump over into the Fairlight tab, which is the little musical notes here at the bottom of the screen. And now that we're in the Fairlight tab, I want to start by going to my lav mic channel, which is the mic with me talking. So that's my channel A1 here. So come over to the dynamic section. I'm going to double click that. the first thing I want to do
It's
is
already
turn
too long.
on the compressor. Next, I want to drop this ratio, or actually raise this ratio a little bit, so our graph here gets dropped a little bit. And I'm going to boost up the threshold just a little bit. I also want to, most importantly, click this send button right here. I'm going to click that send button, and what that is going to do is tell Resolve to take the audio from this channel and send it to another channel. So this will be sent to the channel with the music on it, and that's how Resolve is going to know when to duck the music and when to not duck the music. The last thing I want to do is just boost up my limiter here a little bit. Usually I'll raise this up for my audio, and then I can drop the track of, or drop the main fader of my audio track. So now that we have this set, and like I said, most importantly, this send button is on, I'm going to close the dynamics there. I'm going to come over to my music channel here. I'm going to double click dynamics there, and same thing here. I want to turn on the compressor, and this time I want to make sure I select listen. So this is going to tell Resolve to listen to the first channel, which contains my audio, and that's how Resolve is going to know how to duck the music around my.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Like, I totally agree with you. Just don't know why he's turning knobs and stuff for no reason. Like, there's no reason. Why is he doing that?
Now we have to play with some of these settings here. Right now everything is zeroed out at default settings. The first thing that I want to do is take this ratio, and I'm going to crank that bad boy up a little bit. For the threshold, we'll leave that where it is now, but that's basically going to control the volume of your music once it is ducked around your talking audio. So I'm just going to leave it how it is and play it so you can hear how this sounds. And I'll start closer to talking here, so take a listen to this. So we need a little bit of talking head stuff here, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about photography here. Okay, so that seems a little bit better, but I still want the music to be quieter. So what I'm going to do is come over to back to our dynamics window here, and I'm going to take the threshold down. And that's quite a bit, but let's give that a shot and hear how that sounds. So we need a little bit of talking head stuff here, so I'm just going to...
Yeah, no, this is not what I want. I'm just going to do it manually. I'll do it afterwards.
So it's a very positive thing as well to run it as well. So typical session,
This guy's levels need to be increased big time. Let's just try 10 first, see what that sounds like.
So typical session, we'll arrive at about 10:30.
very positive thing as well to run it as well. To build their confidence, it helps them.
I think maybe it's a little bit more.
So typical session, we'll
Touch slower.
So typical session, we'll arrive at about 10:30.
Yeah, I know that this is here, but this is for the whole channel, I think. So I'm just doing each clip separately.
So typical session, we'll arrive at about 10:30. So typical session, we'll arrive at about 10:30. So typical session, we'll
The fading is too long.
So typical session.
It's got at the beginning. Don't want that.
So typical session. So typical session.
Positive thing as well to run it as well.
So typical session, we'll arrive at about. So typical session, we'll arrive at about 10:30 for 40-50 minutes. They just get to play with other kids. So there's a huge selection of toys. It's a very open area.
Alright, let's see. Toys and kids playing. better shot. Did I put a bouncy castle one in? I did, yeah. What's going on here? Yeah, I'm gonna check all the audio at the end when I'm all done, like editing. I'm just slapping the clips in now, just trying to flesh out the actual, story properly, if you want to call it that. But yeah, I think the minus 12 is meant to be the ideal. -3 sounds loud, but yeah. Then again, YouTube. What I've noticed with a lot of YouTubers, their voice audio is always a lot lower than the music that they have in between, which is really annoying because you put the volume up when they're talking, and as soon as it goes to like a B-roll or a cut, music's way too fucking loud. So yeah, no, none of that. Try and keep it all smooth, level. Yeah, just find one of the kids playing. Birthday cake will show at the end. Okay, these ones. See more of the kids. No. That's not a good shot. I think this is a good one. No, don't worry, dude. Absolutely, you can ask me anytime. You can ask me now. Go for it.
Positive thing as well to running as well.
So typical session, we'll arrive at about 10:30 for 40-50 minutes. They just get to play with other kids. So there's a huge. They just get to play with other kids. So there's a huge selection of toys. It's a very, very open area, a bit like a nursery club, really. So there's a different selection of toys for whether you've got babies, toddlers, slightly older kids. There'll be an arts and
Yeah, see, the arts and craft is this thing here, what everyone's doing. Just reusing the same. I don't really have that much footage when I think about it.
older kids. There'll be an arts and crafts table set up as well, which is really interesting, and they can be, cutting, drawing, colouring, gluing.
That was alright. Yeah, defo, Matt. I mean, the recruiters and agents out here are the guys that will really help in just bringing you roles, and the more of them you can connect with, the better, I'd say. So I can definitely put the word out. I can, give me a link to your LinkedIn profile, and I can share it to my network. And yeah, that you should get quite a few people with roles in London reaching out to you. Yeah, let me just. What I'll do is here's my. I'm gonna just put in the chat my email address. Just email me. If you have me on LinkedIn, but just you can email me as well. Yeah, you can just email me if you've got a CV resume that you want me to look at. I can give you some tips on that as well. But yeah, just find me on LinkedIn, and yeah, that's right. It's a .co. Yeah, .coms are all taken, so I just opted for .cos these days. I don't know if that's my LinkedIn email address actually. Should be able to find me with that email address on LinkedIn. But yeah, if you find me on LinkedIn, and then I can share your profile.
There'll be an arts and crafts table set up as well, which is really interesting, and they can be, cutting, drawing, colouring, gluing, just making some creative bits and pieces for them to take home at the end of the session, which is quite nice. That will then be followed by a little bit of Simran, a little bit of some prayers, just for a few minutes, and then it might be one of the parents talking about a particular topic that might be connected to what's going on.
Cheers, dude. Have a good one. Speak to you later.
Of the slightly older kids. There'll be an arts and crafts table set up as well, which is really interesting, and they can be, cutting, drawing, colouring, gluing, just making some creative bits and pieces for them to take home at the end of the session, which is quite nice. That will then be followed by a little bit of Simran.
Let's get some scenes of Simran.
followed by a little bit of Simran, a little bit of some prayers, just for a few minutes, and then it might be one of the parents talking about a particular. The topic that might be connected to what's going on in that calendar month. Like I said, it could be a good book.
Too long.
That might be connected to what's going on in that calendar month. Like I said, it could be a good book, it could be Vaisakhi, Diwali, stuff like that. And just talking about some of the main points, getting the kids involved, kind of talking or answering questions and things. Talking about some of the main points, getting the kids involved, kind of talking or answering questions and things. Kind of talking or answering questions and things. Then the session will finish with a bit of food, a bit of longer, that the kids always enjoy.
Let's get a food shot. Got it somewhere. Where is it? So a little Simba. Gotta do the cake one as well. Got a cinema night as well, look at that. Where's the food shot? There's a good food shot. There it is. It's not amazing, but it gives the picture.
We'll finish with a bit of food, a bit of longer, that the kids always enjoy. And that's basically it. The session will finish with a bit of food, a bit of longer, that the kids always enjoy. And that's basically it. Be normally done by around 12:30. And that's basically a bit of longer, that the kids always enjoy. And that's basically it.
No, I don't like that ending bit.
Then the session will finish with a bit of food, a bit of longer, that the kids always enjoy. And then the session will finish with a bit of food, a bit of longer, that the kids always enjoy. That's basically it. Be normally done by around 12:30.
Okay, brilliant. I'm going to wrap up with you, then we'll get someone else. Anything else that you want to add to that?
Certainly, personally, I feel I've learned so much. Where initially, what drew us to Kiddies Sangat was it was for the children. It was about kids, trying to get them to learn things, trying to get them to understand. Maybe in a group environment, the basics of our faith, and just to, get them interested and to care about it, like we have as we've grown up. But what I was so surprised by in a great way was how much I've learned and how much I've grown as part of it. And it's always good. It's always good fun. Kids look forward to it. Yes, it's good stuff.
Brilliant. Cool.
Okay. I like the ending there.
Finish with a bit of food, a bit longer, that the kids always enjoy.
Cut that bit there, and
certainly personally, I feel I've learned so much. Where initially, what drew us to this to Kiddies Sangat was it was for the children. It was about kids, trying to get them to learn things, trying to get them to understand, maybe in a group environment, the basics of our faith, and just get them interested and to care about it, like we have as we've grown up. But what I was so surprised by in a great way was how much I've learned, and what I was so surprised.
I like that bit.
A bit longer that the kids always enjoy. I was so surprised by it in a great way was how much I've learned and how much I've grown as part of it. And it's always good. It's always good fun. Kids look forward to it. Yes, it's good stuff.
Brilliant.
And it's always good. It's always good. I was so surprised by it in a great way was how much I've learned and how much I've grown as part of it. And it's always good. It's always good fun. Kids look forward to it. Yes, it's good stuff.
Okay. Plus minus 30.
A bit of some prayers, just for a few minutes, and then it might be one of the parents talking about a particular topic that might be connected to what's going on in that calendar month. Like I said, it could be a Gurpurab, it could be Vaisakhi, Diwali, stuff like that, and just talking about some of the main points, getting the kids involved, kind of talking or answering questions and things. Then the session will finish with a bit of food, a bit of langar that the kids always enjoy. I was so surprised by it in a great way was how much I've learned and how much I've grown as part of it. And it's always good. It's always good fun. Kids look forward to it. Yes, it's good stuff.
Okay.
I want to ask you about, the specials that we have, like the Vaisakhi.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You say that how that session's a little bit different, isn't it? We get bouncy castles, raised games, and people say things like that. Right, guys. You guys have been coming to Kiddies Sangat for quite a few years now.
Yeah.
So just if you just let us know how long you've been coming for and why.
Okay, so we've been coming since our oldest, Gujot, was 5 months old, and now he's 5. And in that time, at the beginning he used to just like coming and playing with the toys, but now he's into the crafts and he'll bring lots of things that he's made, like the Hamunda side, isn't it? And he sticks it on his wall and he's really proud of it. Kanda and what else did he have?
It's made for the Hamunda side.
Yeah.
Last session I think we attended. Yeah, I think the important thing is he's learning to sit down, because that's always a challenge with the kids.
Yeah.
Seeing the other kids sitting down in a sort of non-Gurdwara environment, he's focused on the kids rather than the adults. He's getting a lot more confidence, knows what to do, basically in a little part, Chongkri,
fans join when you go for it.
So you got 3 kids.
We have
So if you just tell us what their age ranges are now, and what they particularly like, in what they look forward to for on a typical session.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, so the question was, so if you talk a little bit about your children's age range at the moment and what each of them looks forward to for their respective ages.
Okay, so Kojo, he's 5 years old now, and he really looks forward to doing the crafts, making different things. With Harjo, plays with the toys, and sometimes he'll come and see what Kojo's doing and starts getting involved in making stuff, and even if he scribbles or something, he's still quite proud of it at the end of it. And the Vejo, the little one, he just comes in and plays with the toys. He looks at all his brothers and everyone else making crafts and wants to sit there and be included in that.
It's a good influence. He's
Yeah,
1 year
yeah,
old,
yeah.
so and he's starting to get into it as well.
Okay, what do you think has been the benefit of Kiddies Sangat for you as parents? What have you taken from it? You give so much. You also make a lunga or sandwich, something for the children to eat, which is nice. So if you talk number one about what you've got out of it, and secondly about the lunga and what we try to do as part of lunga, getting the kids like corridor to serve and stuff like that. So two questions. So if you start off with about what you've got out of it yourself.
With us, we've got a really nice network of friends because we've been coming for 5 years. We've got really Gojo as well. He's got lovely friends, and so have we as the parents. Because it's just like a mommy and toddler group as well. So with a normal mother and toddler group, you get lots of friends, and that's what we've both got, isn't it? You've got lots of nice friends, and
And I think on the Sikhi side, we've to be honest, I learned something new or reminded of something that I knew but long forgotten. I think we did a couple of sessions as well, and I think just doing the background research and everything, it just draws you into Sikhi quite well.
Talking about sessions, so I'm going to jump into this question, is that when you prepare a session, I mean, what's involved in that? I mean, is it hard work for you to prepare a session?
Not at all. I think with information being out there, I think there's various publications now, and you can always rely on Google to find you something. It's not a big task or undertaking, and it's quite enjoyable. And in terms of you've got to sort of try and fit it around kids, and it got to be short and specific, so it doesn't take too long preparing a session.
So you guys also, we have Lunga at the end of Kiddies Sangat, so if you just talk a little bit about that, what you bring and what we're trying to do as part of Lunga and getting children involved and stuff, so just talk a little bit about that.
we try and prepare something healthy. So normally we just make some cheese sandwiches. Get Gojo sometimes involved in just cutting
the sandwiches, doing Simran, because it's meant to be for Lunga.
Yeah. And also he looks forward to serving, so he'll rush to wash his hands and start serving, giving the plates and giving glasses to everybody.
Okay. So who is encouraged to attend Kiddies Sangat? Who's it for really? Who's the target audience?
I would say it's toddlers,
Newborns as well.
I think it's a whole range, right up to probably past 7, 8, and I'd say more, because I'm happy to attend and I learned something, so
it just
I'd say
reinforces what we know, isn't it? So even older kids would sit down too.
Wrap that up? Yeah, that's good for you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Target audience.
I would say it's toddlers,
newborns as well.
I think it's a whole
encouraged to attend Kiddies Sangat. Who's it for really? Who's the target audience?
I would say it's toddlers.
Newborns as well.
Newborn.
Okay. What we're gonna fill that with now. Okay, I think we'll put a song in. You got Cosabana. Missed it. Where is it? I think it's at the beginning here.
It's always good fun. Kids look forward to it. Yes, it's good stuff.
not amount to 15.
So let's do it again. Casabana, Casabana, orange and blue, orange and blue. Kanda on my turban, Kanda on my turban. Vaheguru, I love you. I love you too. Can we do it one more time? I'm just going to do it in one go, okay? On 3, 8, 4, 3. Casabana, Casabana, orange and blue, orange and blue. Kanda on my turban, Kanda on my turban. Vaheguru, I love you. Cool. Let's do one more.
By in a great way was how much I've learned and how much I've grown as part of it. And it's always good. It's always good fun. The kids look forward to it. Yes, it's good stuff.
3, 2, 3. Casabana, Casabana. Your turn. Casabana, Casabana. Orange and blue, orange and blue. So this is action, like in sign language. You say orange, that's sign language, and blue is your blue vein. So you say blue like that. That's sign language, okay? British. So let's do it again. Casabana, Casabana, orange and blue, orange and blue. Kanda on my turban, Kanda on my turban. Vaheguru, I love you. I love you too. Casabana, Casabana, orange and blue. Casabana, Casabana, orange and blue, orange and blue. Kanda on my turban, Kanda on my turban. Vaheguru, I love you. 3, 2, 3. Casabana.
Let's see the precursor to that.
Always good fun. The kids look forward to it. Yes, it's good stuff.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Right, the song, you don't know this song, but I'm going to try and teach you. So what you'll do, yeah, I guess you're going to do the action. Okay. So we start on 3. 2, 3, 2, 3. So we start on 3.
Yes, it's good stuff.
We start on 3. 2, 3. Casabana, Casabana. It's your turn. Casabana, Casabana. Orange and blue, orange and blue. So this is action, like in sign language. You say orange, that's sign language, and blue is your blue vein. So you say blue like that. That's sign language, okay? British. So let's do it again.
minus 15, I think it's going to be. Yeah.
Kiddies Sangat is 6 years old now, and guess what? So, gonna cut the cake with you in a minute. All the
I would say it's toddlers.
Newborns as well.
Newborns as I would say it's toddlers.
Newborns as well.
Newborns as well.
Newborns
I think it's
right
a whole
through to
range right up to
7,
probably
8.
past
Yeah.
7, 8. I'd say more because, well, I'm happy to attend. And I learned something, so
It just
I'd say
reinforces
parents.
what we know, isn't it?
That's-
So,
yeah.
yeah, even older kids would receive them too.
Yeah.
Would receive them too.
Alright, let's do a full one.
So my name is Preet Kamalkar, and a group of us have been running Kiddies Sangat for 6 years now. I have 2 little girls, they're a little bit older now, so we've been doing it since my little one was born, so she is 6 now.
Relaxed group
Excuse me.
in terms of you can sort of come into the sessions, you can take part in the sessions, you can get involved. If you don't want to get involved, you can just basically bring your kids and just go through the session. There's other parents that have started running sessions as well, so it was never that it was our thing to run. It was always that it's more of a community effort, more of a community sort of enterprise, where if we're not there to run a session, then someone else picks it up, and now it has become that.
Kids have been able to see me run it and they want to get involved. They want to take part in actually running it and talking, and that's a very good thing for them as well because it helps build their confidence. It helps them get experience talking in front of people. So it's a very positive thing as well to run it as well.
So typical session, we'll arrive at about 10:30. For 40-50 minutes, they just get to play with other kids. So there's a huge selection of toys. It's a very open area, a bit like a nursery club, really. So there's a different selection of toys for whether you've got babies, toddlers, slightly older kids. There'll be an arts and crafts table set up as well, which is really interesting, and they can be, cutting, drawing, colouring, gluing, just making some creative bits and pieces for them to take home at the end of the session, which is quite nice. That will then be followed by a little bit of Simran, a little bit of some prayers, just for a few minutes, and then it might be one of the parents talking about a particular topic that might be connected to what's going on in that calendar month. Like I said, it could be a good book, it could be the Sakhi, the Vali, stuff like that, and just talking about some of the main points, getting the kids involved, kind of talking or answering questions and things, then the session will finish with a bit of food, a bit of langar that the kids always enjoy. I was so surprised by it in a great way was how much I've learned and how much I've grown as part of it, and it's always good. It's always good fun. Kids look forward to it. Yes, it's good stuff.
We start on 3. 1, 2, 3. Khazabana, Khazabana. It's your turn. Khazabana, Khazabana. Orange and blue, orange and blue. So this is action, like in sign language. You say orange, that's sign language, and blue is your blue ray. So you say blue like that. That's sign language, okay? British. So let's do it again. Khazabana, Khazabana. Orange and blue, orange and blue. Khanda on my turban, khanda on my turban. Vaheguru, I love you.
I would say it's toddlers,
Newborns as well.
newborns as well.
Newborns
I think it's a
right
whole
through to
range, like up to
7,
probably
8.
past 7,
Yeah.
8. I'd say more because I'm happy to attend, and I learned something. So
It just
I'd say
reinforces
parents,
what we know, isn't it? So
yeah.
even older kids would sit down to
Yeah.
Alright, getting there. That's good so far. You might call it a night now. I want to get the Gertch talking again. We're going to be talking about it being 6 years old, its birthday, then show the birthday cake and everything. Happy birthday. Need to find out if they mention movie night, because we've got some movie night clips as well. Well, not really night, but movie time. And then finish off with the birthday. I think that'll be good. Yeah, almost there. So the video so far is about 4 minutes. Yeah, I reckon it'll probably go up to about 6-7 minutes maximum. Getting there though, getting there. A lot of work to do still. Gonna have to add all the titles in, sort out the audio. All the audio ducking and stuff, make that crisp. Maybe some noise reduction, get rid of some reverb. Then color grade the shit. Yeah, do some color grading and deliver. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll be ending this one. Thanks a lot if you've been watching, and have a good night.